Hi there. In the last video, I showed you how to create business intelligence analytics dashboard with AppWizzy. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to create different kind of apps, so-called survey apps or questionnaire apps, basically those apps where you are able to create forms and collect some data from users. It can be used internally, externally, so basically Google Form-like apps or Typeform-like apps, but this will be your completely custom app, and the data will be hosted in your environment, so you are in the full control and you can customize it to tailor it to your specific needs. So let's go. Again, so the principle is very simple. We need to go to AppWizzy or FlatLogic, right? So and describe our app. So basically, I'd like to be able to easily build simple survey apps, something like Google Forms, where I can create surveys, quickly add questions, and offer different types of responses like short text, checkboxes, or multi-choice. I also want to see the results clearly in a simple dashboard and download them. Well, maybe download, we can leave it as a optional functionality, basically like a survey-like apps. So we'll be using this software. I don't know. Let's keep it simple, just two roles. Basically, the idea of this app came to me when we had to do the same surveying of our customers. So you probably even received this email when I asked you to fill the short survey and let me know your feedback about FlatLogic or AppWizzy. And I built this app myself, literally like in 20 maybe minutes. So I just want to basically retake the same path I did to create our survey app and show you how easy it is, right? So do you want survey creator? Keep it simple. I believe that's enough, right? Let's go and generate with whatever information we already have. Okay, so the environment is ready, and now it's up to our AI engineer to build the initial app structure and some functionality, right? So the app is available via this interface, right? So that's all we have at the moment. We have introduced some new features here, such as pause virtual machine, which means that you can simply click this button and it will pause this entire environment, and you will not be charged for the usage of this machine while it's in the sort of sleep or pause mode. Okay, so beautiful surveys, get started now, right? So it's basically just a landing page. I would say there is no, oh, no, there is some functionality here. Again, remember, I see it first time just as you do. Create a new survey. Start by giving your name. Okay, let's imagine we need to survey our users. So AppWizzy users survey. Description, I don't know. Let's keep it empty. Save. Did it save? I don't know. What does it say here? I recommend we proceed with implementation of the backend logic to save the service to date. Ah, of course. So it's not saved yet, right? So date is not stored. Of course. Let's do that. So you see our AI does a lot of verbose information. So it explains what it does under the hood, following like a classical software development practices, right? So it tries to examine the database first, and this database is created uh, right in this machine, right? So your data will be stored under this URL in a standalone separate environment where all the data is secured. It does not go to any third-party services. It's just in your environment. So it says that I'm going to create database tables. I'm going to update the create survey form to submit the form data. I'm going to update the logic, and I'm going to create a success page. But I believe that creating survey it's not the entire functionality of this app, right? We need to be able to create surveys. We need to be able to create questions and associate questions with the survey, and we need to be able to create options of answers for each question. So there can be different answers, like it can be multi-choice, it can be simple text, it can be checkbox at the initial version, right? Okay, let's wait and see what it gives us. So it said that okay, it was describing what it was doing under the hood. I've implemented the backend to save surveys, creating the necessary database tables, blah blah blah. You can now save surveys. Okay, let's try it and see if this is true indeed, right? So let's update this page. Survey builder, get started now. Survey title, AppWizzy, survey title, AppWizzy, user survey. Okay, let's save survey. Survey title, at least one questions are required. Okay, so it means that we need to create not just survey, but some questions too. Okay, let's do add short text. What's your name? What's your name? Save survey. Survey has been created successfully. Okay, cool. So you see, it even gave me this link, but maybe view survey. But maybe we need to have a page, a separate page where all surveys are listed. I don't know. And you see, when I click view survey, it does not work. I believe something is wrong and it's not able to display it. So let's report this to AI. Let's say nice survey saving, not like that. It seems like survey creation now works, but when I accept, it says 404 error. So it says that the page is not found. It tried to fix the survey display error. So let's go back to this page and see if it works. Let's try to create new survey. AppWizzy user survey. Add short text. What's your name? Save survey. Okay, it works. Let's view survey. It seems like, here is the error, right? So column not found. Okay, what we do now? We simply copy this error and go back to AI and say, hey, now I get this error when I try to visit surveys page. Again, we need to give it some time to understand the problem and try to fix it. I'll fix the query. Bug in view surveys fixed. Okay, let's try it now. Yes, it is fixed. But okay, now you see we can access the page of the survey, right? But we cannot submit the survey. Okay, but first of all, let's do something else first. Let's create a sort of admin interface so that only admin can create these surveys and only admin can view survey. So let's go back to our AI editor. Okay, thank you. We will come back to this page a bit later. Now let's do sort of admin interface. I say sort of because I don't want like a full-fledged admin interface with different roles, permissions, and etc. I just want a simple admin interface, maybe with a not classical, but a text-based password and user authentication. So without sign in, sign up, all of that, you just know your password, and you can access this app with your fixed password. Let's do sort of admin interface. First of all, let's do sort of admin interface. I should be able to log in with my login and password. I should be able to see a list of surveys, and only I, as an admin logged in user, should be able to create survey. So you see it says, of course, I will build the admin interface. This is a multi-step process. So it's still decided to create, I thought we are going to be enough with just a basic text plain authentication, but it preferred to use something more advanced, more kind of reliable, which is cool, but may take a bit more time to implement. And if the system is more complex, then it means that the surface error is also larger, right? So you can expect more errors in this process. You can expect more bugs in this process because you see, it wants to create admin dashboard. It will create a separate table with users and admin and password. So that's why we can face a lot of errors. It's asking me. I will start with the first setup. Okay, of course. Of course, let's go. Here's the plan. It's going to set up. I'll update the database. I'll create a login page. I'll create a logout page. I'll create a session file to manage sessions and check for login users. Okay. By the way, whenever you see this purple icon, it means that the AI engineer is working on something under the hood. You can always stop. It will kind of force stop the process. It means that it will stop whatever action it is doing now. And you see that right now we are using Gemini model. by Google, but we are also planning to support Codex. So we are planning to support all open source AI agents here. I'll start by updating the database migration script. Now I add tables. Okay, administration and the key changes include adding users table. You can now log in with admin and password to access the dashboard. Okay, so I assume it created some user, but let's check it. Okay, let's go back to the landing page and get started now. So you see it redirects me to the login page. And as far as I understand, it should be admin and password. Yes, you see it works. And now we have even this page with our survey dashboard. So we can see this survey page, first survey, and then the second survey. And by the way, this is a separate page. So it's not like React single page application. It's a standard PHP backend powered application. All works out of the box. There is no need to connect to third-party services to manage databases, to manage like backends. Everything works out of the box. Okay, so we can try to create new survey. Oh no, let's try to fill the survey. View. Okay, let's click submit answers. I assume it does not work. Okay, let's try to be like to start from scratch. Let's better create new survey. AppWizzy users survey number 3. Add short text. What's your name? Save survey. Okay, survey saved, view survey. And if I click submit answers, what do I get? Well, we can now confirm it does not work, unfortunately. Again, as you see, it's a expected obstacle, expected bug. So we can simply say that I go to my browser and I copy link to this page, and I can go back to our AI editor and say, thank you. I prefer to thank AI always, because it was trained on human data, and humans are better kind of communicating when the communication is polite. So let's do the same with AI. But now when I accept, oh no, but now when I click submit answers on this page, now you see bad request, survey ID, and answers are required. I get this error. You see, it's pretending it's super obvious. Well, if it was obvious, why didn't you fix it initially, right? That error indicates that the form on Visor is not sending the necessary data. Here is my plan. I'll start by reading save response. This mismatch causes the bad request error because the answers array appears empty to the server. I will now correct the input name. 1 down, 2 to go. I will now update. Okay. The view survey page now sends the answers correctly. You should no longer see. Okay, let's try it. No, this is definitely something wrong. When I clicked submit answers, I received thank you page, but there was no place where I submitted answers. Also, how do I view answers in the admin interface? Okay, let's try to give it this kind of quite complex prompt and see what and how it tries to fix this, right? Because right now, yes, we can see surveys, yes, we have admin interface, but no, we still cannot submit answers to the survey. Maybe, maybe let's try to create a more advanced AppWizzy number 5, add multiple choice option. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, multiple choice. Okay, survey created, view survey. Now we have more information, right, to debug it. So it displays checkboxes correctly, but it does not display text and multi-choice correctly. So that's why the error is here. So, okay, let's go back and see what it says. Please take a look. On the main admin page, you'll see a new view responses button next to each survey, which will take you to a detailed breakdown. Please take a look, and I've addressed both of your concerns. Okay, let's check it. Let's submit answers. For some reason, it's taken a bit long. I don't know. Maybe that's okay. Back home, add AppWizzy number 5. View responses. Nope. When I click view responses, you see, so I get this error. So let's go back here. Nope. When I click see responses, I get, and also let's try previous responses. No responses for AppWizzy number 3, and here answer. Yeah, so basically it needs to fix the responses table. I assume it's going to fix it now, and we should have finally like the basic first version of the survey or data collection app. The database error is resolved. Okay, let's go and see for ourselves. Yes, we can now see response submitted on what's the reason you try AppWizzy. I need to save my money. I do have experience to develop software myself. Well, I wanted to answer, I do not have. Okay, I need to save money. Back to dashboard. Here, no answers provided. Okay, I believe we still have some issues with the yes. So on this page, I do not still see text input. Okay, let's try one more time. AppWizzy number 6. Add short text. What's your name? Add multi-choice. What's your country? What was this question? Okay, you see, it lost the. We should have saved this version, I believe, before, right? So let's report this back to AI. On the form creation page, inputs for text type of questions and multi-choice questions, basically radio buttons, right? Buttons are not displayed. I will correct the JavaScript. This will enable the add option button to allow you to define choices for multi-choices. Okay, and here I'll address the second problem, the missing inputs on the survey submission page. You see how self-reflexive AI is. I seem to be going in circles. Yes, you are. Please copy and paste the text back to me. So it wants to debug me something. I'll add the temporary debug code to the correct file. You're ready to finally see what's going on. I've added some temporary debugging code. Please go to the survey submission page, and you should see now text appear on the top of the question. Okay, let's go. So let's create one more survey, right? Sorry, I realized I was recording another tab, and so I lost part of my recording. Okay, so AppWizzy number 6, right? Add short text. What's your name? Add multiple choice. What's your country? USA, UK, Poland, other. Please don't be offended. I'm just using these 3 countries for the demo purpose. No preference. Question text. What's the reason you are using AppWizzy? Options: speed, save money. I do not have experience with software development. Okay, let's save it. Okay, survey is saved. And let's view survey. Okay, on this page you see, so AI added some debug information. But let's try to fill it first. What's my name? My name is Philip. What's your country? It's Poland. Well, originally I'm from Belarus, but now in Poland. What's the reason you are using AppWizzy? Speed and save money. Submit answers. Okay, so answers submitted. And let's now check our answers. This was the last one, so a bit some mismatch between numbers. View responses. Okay, cool. So we finally can see responses here from you see from the survey. So you see, so in the 6th iteration, we are finally ready. So we can easily collect responses with our own app. Let's try to submit one more response. What's your name? John Doe, USA. I do not have experience. Thank you. Let's go and see the result. View responses. Cool, we have 2 responses. So I believe that's good. Maybe let's do something else. Maybe now let's try and do some visualizations on this page. Maybe some charts or some dashboard. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to our AI editor. Okay, thank you. It works now. And by the way, let's hit save. So let's save it as a first stable working version. I need to save this work, you see, and this work is available in this sidebar with version control system. So you can always go back to this version of the system, no matter the changes you are doing after this version. Okay, thank you. It works now. Now let's add some visualizations, charts, dashboard on this page. Okay, it seems like this is ready. Please take a look and let me know what you think. Let's go to our app. Now let's hit refresh. Cool. What's your country? Number of responses. Poland, USA. Number of responses. Speed, save money. 1. I do not have experience with software development. Okay, but maybe, oh, it even tried to do some text cloud. Cool. I don't know. I love it. Here, maybe we need to tell it that let's kind of, if it's multi-choice answer, or if it's a checkbox type of question, then we need to separate responses by comma, right? Because this is not one response. This is like two different responses. Meanwhile, while it's working, let's go and submit one more response. And by the way, let's try to go via this link, right? Open this link in a new browser, right? Yes, so it works. So no login is required. What's your name? I don't know. Let's do Daniela. I'm from UK. I want to have speed and I do not have experience. Submit answers. Thank you. By the way, you can customize this page. For example, we can add some animations or whatever you think is relevant to your specific case, right? Let's go and view responses. Okay, so for what's your country? Okay, here. The chart on the survey response page will now correctly display the data for the checkboxes with each option counted individually. Please take a look. Let's take a look. So for what's your country? Here it shows correctly for multi-choice. Yeah, cool. This is what I want, right? So now for multiple choice questions, we have this type of chart. For checkbox type of question, we have this type of chart, right? When this speed number of responses is accumulated by response, right? And for text type of answers, we have a text cloud. I don't know. I think it's perfect for how many, like 40 minutes we spent creating this app. If you don't like the design, you can go and ask it to apply some Gen Z styling. Maybe let's save this work. Uh, Data visualization for responses page. Let's save this version and let's thank it. Thank you. All works now. Can you do some, and let's send it the screenshot of the app. Can you do some general style adjustments so the app looks more Gen Z? Because I assume what we see now, it's maybe a bit old school, maybe we need more, I don't know, purple colors, whatever is modern now. So this is the public interface and this is the internal interface. Oh, you see, so it's here is what it's planning to do. So new color palette, light clean background, energetic accent, typography, redesign buttons, forms, and other components to have a softer modern aesthetic. Glass morphism. Cool. Okay, let's see what it gives us. Okay, it keeps doing something. It went through all of the pages, replaced the font, replaced the styles. Okay, cool, interesting. Let's take a look here. Let's go back to the landing page. Okay, so here is our survey app. The header was changed, maybe the footer is still a bit old school, but okay, let's keep it. I love it. I don't know. I enjoy it. I love what I am seeing now. It's the first time I see it. Let's go to admin interface. Okay, admin interface maybe looks still a bit old school, and the survey page still looks a bit old school. But anyway, it tried it, right? Now you can go and just ask it iteratively. Okay, now we need to update this page and that page. And so on. I love the feeling. So basically, that's it. Sorry for interrupting. This is me from the future. I actually checked the app the next day, and it seems that the interface was here, and all changes were applied. So this is how the app looks like now. You see all pages were modified, and this fancy, nice, beautiful design is applied. We created a fully functional web app with your own backend, with your own front end, with your own database, securely hosted on your own cloud, which you own, right? So, and we spent how many? Like 30 minutes, 40 minutes? I don't know, like after edits, how long this video will be, right? So, and it's yours. You can take your code, you can host it on your own server if you like, you can keep hosting on AppWizzy servers. That's it. That's all it takes to create like a survey Google Forms like app with AppWizzy. Uh, please let me know what else would you like me to build. What is the like another type of app you are looking to build, and I will be happy to create a video guide on how to build this app with AppWizzy. Thank you very much. Leave your feedback. I'm always open to hear your open feedback.